Hi, I'm Glenn Hartelius. I'm Director of the PhD in Integral and Transpersonal Psychology. Integral and Transpersonal are two of the major approaches to what I call whole person psychology, which is a way of looking at not only how we think and how we act and what the neuroscience is behind it, but also some of those more subtle capacities, our intuition, our creativity, those insights that seem to come out of nowhere, the mystical experiences, the spiritual experiences, and these various kinds of things that, even though they may be hard to describe in conventional ways, are actually very important. A key part of our program is that we teach embodied scholarship. That is, not only are we studying the whole person, but we're also bringing the whole person to the process of education. We teach students how to read from an embodied place, how to do their writing and research from an embodied place, so that you're accessing your critical thinking, but you're also accessing your intuition and you're honing it in a way that you can rely on those creative flashes in conversation with your critical thinking. If you talk with scientists, many of them will tell you that they figure things out, but they also wait for those intuitive flashes. They rely on brainstorming with colleagues. They rely on the creative process as well as on thinking. And so instead of just training the thinking mind, we want to train the whole person. The program consists of two major parts. We have a core curriculum where we're introducing students to the whole range of whole person approaches, many small subdisciplines that look at psychology and say, you know, what they're doing is good, but they're leaving something out. Here's a piece they're leaving out, whether it's creativity, whether it is storytelling, whether it is the lived experience of the body or movement. All of these things are part of a whole person approach. The core curriculum also teaches the skills of scholarship, the writing, the thinking, the research design. All of these things are taught in an integral way that is not only embodied but together with the content. So we don't have methods courses separately. We're teaching you the whole person psychology, and then we're showing you the methods that are used to get that information so that you can see immediately how it's applied. You can learn it and use it. And that gives the opportunity to integrate the knowledge, both the content and the methods, because you're learning them together. In addition, we have three focus areas. The first one is integral and transpersonal psychology, which covers a broad range of topics approached from a whole person perspective. The second one is somatic studies, which focuses specifically on the lived experience of the body and how that relates to the mind. The third one is consciousness studies and contemplative neuroscience, where we bring whole person approaches to the mind together with neuroscientific research. In conjunction with that third focus area, we're developing a lab here at the California Institute of Integral Studies, a lab for whole person neuroscience. Now, conventional neuroscience is an exciting field. It's bringing a lot of new insights to psychology. And at the same time, most of neuroscience is built from the perspective that the world is made of little dead things arranged amazingly well. And what this means is that some of those more subtle and more interesting human capacities are hard to define in terms of little particles that somehow rub together and make them happen. And what we want to do with a whole person approach is really be able to ask research questions from a different set of assumptions, and then apply scientific method and scientific rigor to be able to see how measurement and whole person approaches can work together to create new kinds of insights in the field of neuroscience. In addition, we are bringing some of the most experienced scholars in the fields of integral and transpersonal psychology together to lead student research in dissertations. And what this means is students will not only have opportunities to have some excellent scholars guiding their research, but also the opportunity to participate in building some of the things that some of these very experienced scholars have been working on, so that actually help the process of building the field. One of the things that I say is we don't just invite students here to learn integral and transpersonal psychology. We invite them here to be part of the team and to build the field.